Thanks for tuning into No Wine in No Time. I'm your host, Dave, and today we're in the house of Feudi di San Gregorio in Serbo Serpico, Campania, Italy. And I'm here with Monica Zuccaro.
Perfectly.
Yes, see? And Monica has just given us a beautiful tour of the facilities, told us all about the history, and I want to share some of those notes with you. So first, before we concentrate on Campania, you had mentioned that the Capaldi family have properties in Tuscany, in Bulgari, in the north in Veneto, and all the way south in Campania.
Exactly.
Correct?
Correct.
But this is a trip all about the beautiful biodiversity of Campania. So in 1986, the Capaldi family founded this facility. And a few years before that, you were telling us there was a devastating earthquake. It really had brought this region to its knees. The people were broke. The infrastructure was broken, and there wasn't a lot of hope.
Yeah.
But the Capaldi family changed that. Can you tell us just a little bit about how they did that?
Yeah, for sure. And thank you for being here today with me in Feudi di San Gregorio. We are in the other side of Campania because we are in Irpinia, so this incredible land, incredible wine region of Italy. And as you said, yeah, this region struggled against earthquake. And in 1980, we had a total devastation of the area here, and we struggled against a terrible economic crisis due to the earthquake. But actually, the will of the family, Capaldo, was to try to help local community to restore from this huge economic crisis we were facing here. And this is mainly the mission of the Feudi di San Gregorio. See, work together with the local farmers to provide job opportunities to raise from these terrible moments. And from that here, we still have today this cooperation with local farmers that produce grape for us for making our wine incredible. They are the real power of our wines, because in their hand there is the magic to make everything here, all our wines, so good.
Yes, and one of the things that we had talked about was the beautiful microclimates. You said that you had worked with 286 farmers and had 400 hectares of grapes that are owned by you. But with this incredible network of farmers, you can now take the best appellations and provide a wine that is so laser focused and so specific to a terroir, which is really, that's fascinating.
Definitely fascinating. Indeed, we have more than 400 hectares widespread in all over Irpinia, but one of the most interesting thing is that we have also a division, fragmentation of those hectares, because we work nowadays on more than 800 parcels. So we want, in this way, we can really focus and really catch all the differences provided by the extremely variegated weather conditions. Because here in Irpinia, we do not have sea, but we have a green sea made by the wild nature, by the mountains, by these a lot of rain and snow. So everything here is, here we have the other side of Campania that make this region incredibly good for, especially for making wine and white wines, for sure.
Yes, so we had tasted so many special white wines. We tasted Greco de Tufo, we tasted Fiano, and these are two of the 4 DOCG level wines in all of Campania. The other 2 is Tarorazzi and also Alianico del Taborno. Yes, so you only have 4, and remember, we talk a lot about DOCs and DOCGs. It's Italy's measure of tradition and quality together. So we're going to shift. First off, those white wines were incredible, and I would encourage anybody to try the beautiful Feudi di San Gregorio, Fianos, and Greco de Tufos. Perfect. However, there's a special little small globed black skin grape that is native to this area that achieves its finest expression here in Irpinia, and that's one called Aleanico. And when we look at Aleanico, because the small globe of the grapes now steers the ratio of pulp to skin more in the skin side, we have a very tannically structured, very strong, but a very elegant wine. And in front of us, we have two very different wines from Feudi di San Gregorio. One is called Feudi Studi, which I think is an interesting tongue twister for us. Tell me about this one, because this one is specific to a microclimate and very, very small production.
Exactly. This is a limited production. This is a project that in Italian is Feudi Studi, that actually means the study of Feudi. So we decided to study the terroir through wine production. So we selected the most representative, not necessarily the best parcels, but the most different one in every single area, in the one of Greco, in the one of Fiano, and the other one of Aianico. So we produce 4 labels each, different grape variety, and I say it's where the magic happens, because if you taste them in a comparative way, you can really catch incredible differences in terms of smells, aromas, evolution in the glass, but at the base you have the same grape variety, so it's incredible. And also this is a limited, a numbered and limited production, and on the back of the labels you can see the number of the bottle produced and the number of the bottle you are drinking right now. And also you see this beautiful shape and a pretty unusual shape of bottle. This was one kind of bottle used in the French hosteries during the 6th, 17th century. And on the front of the label, you can read the name of the appellation of the wine together with the name of the small village where the spot is located, or the family name of the farmer that actually own the hectares, or also such, for instance, something that reminds to the family. For instance, we have a Greco called Laura, which is the name of the daughter of the farmers who own the hectares. In this case, we have Taurasi Candriano. Candriano is the name of the village, of the area where we have this spot. We talk about 1, maximum 2 hectares each, so really limited.
Very small.
2,000 bottles produced, so really few amounts, but great and extremely interesting expression, in this case of Taurasi. The vintage is 2018, but you know, Taurasi can age for a long time.
Now, Monica, I just tasted it. Take a sip. I want to share with our audience what I tasted. Now, with this wine, the first thing that I had tasted was this kind of push of plum and cherry. Then mid-palate, I really had an espresso bordering on dark chocolate, mocha type flavors. And all along, you had this structure of beautiful tannins. It really was lovely. Now we're going to move on to the Serpico. So Serpico, we were talking about this, and I'm going to put a picture in this video so that you see these incredible 150-year-old vines that produce Serpico. Incredible. It really is, because we talk about the oldest vines produce less fruit, but the highest quality fruit. And this is what's in this glass is really beautiful. So I'm going to let you talk about Serpico, and I'm going to take a little sip.
Okay, it's like Serpico. I think it's one of the best expression of Aianico Feudi Studi produced, and it comes from really exceptional old vines, very high, because we talk about 2 meters high, and the most interesting thing, for sure, we talk about Prephyloxera vines, but they are trained still today with an ancient way of training the vines, which is called Tennecchia. You can pronounce it?
Tennecchia.
Perfect.
Yes. We'll put the spelling in there for you guys.
Tenecchia is about having the grapes growing on the top of the vine. So, because in the past, the farmers need to optimize the space they had. So on the ground they cultivate vegetables, the ground was also used for the animals, and on the top they just raise the grapes. And still today for sure it's hand picking harvest, really harsh because all we need to take stairs to go on the top and and pick the grapes. And but you think, if we think that these older ladies at 150 years and they are still productive, it's amazing. I think it's really unbelievable.
It is, and I have to say, so the Feudi Studi was a most exceptional wine. And then when I move over to the Serpico, it takes every single, just little slight imperfection and rough edge and smooth that all out. The flavor profile is very similar, but now let's look at acid, fruit, tannin, alcohol, and even wood, all singing at about 8 out of 10, perfectly in beautiful harmony. I mean, this wine is perfection. So, Monica, I have to say, we've so much enjoyed the time with you today.
Thank you.
And our audience, I know, is really going to love their Feudi di San Gregorio experience. So we would encourage you guys to go out and try some of these beautiful wines that are a great reflection of Campania, Italy. Well, I'm going to get back and enjoy a little bit more with Monica. And I ask that you guys tune in next time, because soon you'll know wine in no time.